Good morning, and good morning. Welcome to another episode of Smoked Out Society. I am your host, Havoc 3E. I will be camming up in a couple of minutes. Y'all already know what it is. I got a good show for y'all today. I want to talk to people about what happened today in New York a couple of days ago about the dog who attacked the little girl or the little kid on the streets of New York who was being walked, was on a leash also. I definitely want to talk about that and get people's mind, thought, and vibe on how they feel about that. Um, Talk about Trump getting caught trying to spy on certain reporters. Like, this shit is crazy. I got a crazy show for you this morning. But I definitely want to talk about dog ownership. And I think dog owners across the United States of America are getting a bad light. And the breed is getting a bad light because of irresponsible owners. I definitely want to talk about that. Good morning, Dom. 134 Harlem is in the building. Yeah, Dom. And on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day, a kid was mauled on the streets of New York, just walking with the parents, and the dude had his dog on a fucking leash, and the dog just out of nowhere just snatched the kid up. The kid is fine and everything, but the fact that the dog was a pit bull and it did that to a kid, it's crazy, bro. I have American bullies in my house. I've dealt with this dog for multiple years, and thank God, knock on wood, I never had no issue like that happen. But it's also not the dog's fault. It falls on the responsibility of the dog owner. American bullies, pit bulls, Rottweilers, certain dog breeds are like fucking having a gun, a loaded weapon. And a loaded weapon in the wrong hands of a person is a dangerous thing. These dogs, certain dog breeds, if they're not trained correctly or controlled or installed education and treated with respect and shown how to treat others, a dog is going to be a fucking dog. It's an animal. Whether it's a domestic animal or not, an animal is always going to be a fucking animal. And that's why I say, don't blame the breed. Blame the owner for not taking his time to show his dog any better, to train his dog any better. I get upset when I hear when people attack the breed of the dog. It's not the fucking dog, man. That's what I said too, Dom. I've owned dogs all my life, bro. I've never went through no shit like that. I got a house full of kids right now, and I got two fucking dogs. One's 125 pounds, and the other, she's close to 100 pounds. My dogs have never even whiffed the wrong way at any of my kids in here. You know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. I think dogs are getting a bad fucking life because of these bullshit ass owners. Yeah, man. That shit is crazy, Dom. I'm going to pull up the video to show you. You might get the fucking pissed off, bro. Thank God there was a couple of dudes there. The father to the kid is pussy, too. I'm going to keep it real. Because I'm telling you right now, that dog wouldn't have lived. I would have, it's funny. Charlene said the same thing. Nobody has pens, knives, nothing. We really just standing there allowing this dog to do that. Nigga, pull out a pen, something, stab the dog, and it kills me when dogs do this. Everybody right away want to kick the dog, punch him in the head. Nigga, grab the dog by the fucking nuts. They tell you the fastest way to get a dog to release is grab it by the fucking genital. That's why I said you can tell people are not dog owners or who knows how to work with dogs and who doesn't know how to work with dogs. You know what I'm saying? You got attacked on Halloween by a dog, Dom. See, you being a veteran and a dog owner, you was probably able to maneuver yourself to avoid any serious injury because you have dogs already. You know what I mean? People like us, we know the deal, bro. I could walk my dogs without a leash and know that my dogs won't do nothing. But because of the world we live in and because of the way my dogs look, I have to keep them on a leash for the respect and the care of other people so that other people could feel safe around me. But these dogs are not bad, man. It depends on the fucking owner and who's raising them. That's all it comes down to. These dogs do what the fuck they naturally meant to do. These dogs can be made domesticated. Come on, these dogs are good fucking guard dogs. In certain countries, pit bulls are used as police dogs because they're so fucking trainable. They're controllable and they understand. These dogs are encouraged. A lot of people don't know that American bullies are basically pit bulls that have been bred without aggression. That's what a lot of people don't know. Pit bulls, a lot of the American bullies and these different styles that you see, those are pit bulls, but with the aggression completely taken out of them. I mean, an animal is going to be an animal. Don't get me wrong, people. But there are breeds that, you know, you can make so that you can fucking, you can breed out the goddamn, the violence, the bad shit. That's why you don't never take a dog that's incest in the same, like these fucking backyard bully breeders that be mating the fathers with the daughters, the sons with the mother. You can't do that. That's fucking making retarded fucking dogs, man. And that's why this line of dog is considered the way it is considered. Let's go to what Don is saying. I got attacked on Halloween. Let's put it up so everybody else can see it. I got attacked on Halloween by 2 German Shepherds. Yeah, I got bit in the back and some scratches, but nothing crazy. But I'm still suing. The trauma was enough, and I don't blame you. I would have sued too. Thank God you wasn't strapped that day, Dom, because I'm almost 100% sure the Chinese people across the street, after watching you shoot them dogs, would have offered you something, and them dogs would have been in somebody's pork fried rice. You better believe that shit. You better believe that. You know, as I'm a dog lover, but if any dogs try to attack me or mine, I don't give a fuck. It's a wrap. And don't let me have my dogs around, because that's not going to go too well for that dog, because my dogs don't play that shit when it comes to my kids. You know what I mean? Dog says, I do it all the time. But just like you said, too many sensitive, scared people. That's right. Yo, my dogs are trained, Dom. I could walk my dogs without a leash. But you got motherfuckers that'll be across the street. Oh my God, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is crazy, bro. That shit is absolutely fucking crazy on what's going on. I usually have my dogs with me. Next time I see you, I'll let you see him. He's an English bulldog and a pit bull. Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Salute to Jerry S. Salute to Jerry S. Yeah, man. I mean, dog breeds are getting a bad fucking vibe because of bad dog owners, yo. You know what I'm saying? Boricua's on the set. Wepa. You come off as a fruity dude. Damn, if that's what you came up here for, then bro, get the fuck up out of here. The only fucking person fruity here is you. The fact that you came up here and said another man sounds fruity is crazy, bro. You sound real wild right now. The biggest problem crossing. Yeah, that's another thing too. And you know what? I be telling people when I work with my dogs and I see them right away that they get all fucking paranoid. He's a breeding dog. That's my line. He's a breeder. He's just a breeding dog. That's what I tell them. I use them for breeding. Because right away they see a dog that big and it's like, oh my God, that nigga's walking around with a fucking lion. That's the way people act. They act like you're walking around with a fucking elephant or something and they quick to run, bro. I see motherfuckers run across the street. Then again, y'all scared about pit bulls, but you got fucking chihuahuas running around all the world just fucking snapping and biting on everything. You really want to be scared of a dog, you need to be scared of a fucking chihuahua. And that's who you need to be scared of. Them fucking chihuahuas are crazy, bro. He's in the bathroom. Here, Raya. He's in the, yeah, give me a second. Talking about that. Here you go, baby. Yeah, it says, Don says protect, preserve your life. Here you go. Let's put it up there. Protect, preserve life, and any means necessary. You're down. You're right, bro. Like I said, these dogs are getting a bad look because of the fact of the matter is of the way they look and because of bad ownership. It's bad owners that got this fucking dog looking bad, man. Yeah, some of these dogs are fucking crazy. but that's because they inbreeding and they doing all kind of other shit. Let me tell you something. Once again, knock on wood, I've never had no issues when it comes to my fucking dogs. And I've been around this type of dog all my life. I've been dealing with pit bulls and shit since the age of 16, 17. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be 50 years old next year. You know, I just don't make no sense, man. It's the fucking owners. Not everybody should have these type of dogs. And let's keep it 100. That's basically what it is. Not everybody should have these type of dogs, especially if you're not going to put in the work that it takes to fucking train these dogs, to have them right. You should be able, when you're in public, you should be able to walk in public with your dog. And if somebody comes up to you and asks you nicely with respect, hey, can I pet your dog? You should be able to say, yeah, he's trained enough, respectful enough, so that you can, with me here, you can pet him. I can understand walking up to some dog and just touching him without permission. Nigga, the dog is probably going to shake you up. They're going to probably fucking shake it up. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy. Exactly. Owner's fault. That's why pit bulls have a bad reputation. You're right, Elias. You're right. And that's what me and Dom has been talking about all morning. It's the fucking owners. It's the owners that are doing this shit. That's what it is. You got bad owners out there on some real fuckboy shit. Like I said, I've had dogs like this all my life. And thank God, we knock on wood again, I've never had that issue ever happen, bro. My dogs are up to date on shots. I got licenses. They got all that. They got everything. I don't play around when it comes to certain things in life. And you can't either. If you're going to take on the responsibility and be a dog owner, especially to certain dogs that are buck wild, then you need to know that whatever that dog does, you are 100% committed and prepared to take full responsibility for whatever actions the dog that you are in charge of causes. It's only right. And if you know your dog is fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you shouldn't be walking him off the motherfucking leash. Shouldn't. And if you know in public, he like I said, that dude had to know that his dog was a little fucked up, bro. There's no way in hell he didn't know that his dog was a little. Come on, man. I'm almost 100% sure as a dog owner that dog, that wasn't the first time that dog jumped up and did that shit. I'm telling you, that dog, you could tell, was not properly trained and had aggressive nature. Congrats, I'm 48. Oh, you already know, Dom. I'll be 50 next year. I've been dying to hit. That's the big number. 50, man. Hell yeah, I'm ready for that. Joe Elias says, in the Little Rascals kids show, portrayed Petey was a pit bull and never attacked. That's a fact. Look at that. Like I was saying earlier, Elias, pit bulls in certain country are used as police dogs. These dogs can be trained to the point where they're properly used. It's the fucking owners. You got irresponsible owners out here just giving dogs. They'll make their dogs. Can't maintain all those dogs and just start handing dogs out to anybody. That's like giving a fucking gun to kids. Here's a gun for you. Here's a gun for you. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. You have to be smarter, and we have to be more responsible when it comes to life in itself, man. This dude had to have known that his dog was out of pocket. You can't sit there and tell me that dog, for what I read and understood, just out of nowhere, just decided, hey, I'm gonna just come after. Nah, man. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I don't buy it. I believe that dog had did that before, and if the owner knew his dog was a little bit cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, he should have got that dog a muzzle. Best bet, that's what he should have did anyway. If you're gonna be in a crowded area and you know it's gonna be a lot of people around and shit like that and everything, bro, put a muzzle on your fucking dog. Put a muzzle on your dog so that it's safer that way. Now, I read up somewhere, I don't know if there's any truth to it. Like I said, I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I read up somewhere earlier today that the owner of the dog and the dog are not even being brought up on criminal charges. They're not arresting him. The dog is not being impounded, nothing. Bro, that dog should be evaluated to see if it has any violent tendencies. There's no way in hell that dog did what it did to that child, and they're not pressing charges or nothing against the owner. Come on, man. Come on now. We got to do better than that. There's no fucking way. There's no way. There's no fucking way you allowing that to go down like that. At best, that dog should have been impounded into, it was evaluated to see if that dog could be allowed to live amongst the human population. I'm telling you. And that's what should have went down with that dog. Like I said, man, I don't condone the bullshit when it comes to these animals, but I keep it real, man. That could have been avoided. That could have been way avoided had the owner have known his, put it like this, either the owner's irresponsible, or he's not a good owner, or he's not a good dog owner. He doesn't know the signs. Because I'm almost sure when he was walking his dog, you have to pay attention to your dog. And the dog should have showed you some sort of signs of aggression. Ears up, a tail straight up, not wagging correctly. That line of hair down the back that stands up. Something he should have saw that would have let him know his dog was about to trigger. So that's what gets me mad about that whole situation. You can't tell. I'm a dog owner. My wife is a dog owner. Charlene's had dogs when she was a little fucking kid, when she was out in her country. So we know the signs. We've dealt with these kind of dogs. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, yo, the owner should be held responsible, because at some point, that dog, that's not the first time that dog did that. I'm not trying to burn the dude. I'm not trying, I'm not calling for him to be fucking put in jail and shit like that. But I'll tell you right now, that dog should have been brought to the ASPCA. That dog should have been brought in to be evaluated to see. Like you could have checked the dog for any scars, for any fighting and anything, to see if that dog. That's why it kills me when I see all these dog owners feeding their dogs raw chicken. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you raising your bully or your pit bull by feeding them raw fucking chicken? Just buying raw chicken legs with thighs and giving it to the dog. Like, come on, man. You giving the dog a taste for fucking blood already. That's what you're doing. You allowing the fucking dog to get the habit of that blood. You giving them the taste of that. I have never given any of my dogs raw food. Never. No raw chicken, no raw, no, I don't do that. I don't fucking do that. You get kibble or you get fucking whatever we cooking. And we spend money on our dogs. Me and Charlene spend hundreds and hundreds of fucking dollars on these two dogs we have. Same way we have fucking cats, we spend bread on these cats. We are responsible owners. We walk these dogs. We've trained these dogs. Both of our dogs, we had them as fucking babies, bro. As babies. So we know our dogs. If you've had the dog from the time that it's been a fucking baby, a toddler, whatever, you should know that your dog, as it was raising and growing up, you should have seen the tendencies if you was paying attention. Your dog, as a little one, would have shown you, oh, this dog is food aggressive. Oh, this dog don't like this. Come on, man. That shit is unacceptable. That's why I'm a little bit upset. Like I can't accept the fact that the owner of that dog is not being held responsible. I'm not trying to be a hater. I don't want to see nobody get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish that shit on nobody. But for real, the owner to that dog should be fucking, the dog should have been destroyed. Plain and simple. Any dog that bites a child, that's an automatic fucking disqualification. You gone. You gone. That should be an automatic disqualification. No fucking dog should be left alive after attacking a child, especially if the child didn't provoke it or nothing. Nah, man. That dog should be destroyed. I'm sorry. I'm an animal lover. I love dogs, but no. And the sad part about it is that dog is going to do it again. I know that sounds crazy. I'm not trying to be insensitive or nothing, but real recognize real. And that fucking dog, at some point, is going to once again go ahead and do that fuckboy shit and wind up biting somebody else. I'm telling you, man, that's exactly what the fuck is going to happen, bro. That's why I said that dog should be destroyed, should be put down. I don't think that dog should be allowed to fucking continue to live his life. Let it be evaluated. Let it be taken to a doctor so it could be evaluated to see if this dog really truly can be fucking saved. Because I'm gonna keep it real right now. I couldn't have been the father, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight out. If I would have been there, I could not have been the father. That dog would have gotten killed, bro. Tell you, I would have killed that dog. I would have found a sharp object or something, and I would have went to town on that dog. That dog would have got. I'm telling you, bro. I can't even explain to you what I would have did for my seed to that dog. I respect the owner. He didn't walk off. He stood there. He didn't go nowhere. I still believe the dog should have been removed from him and taken in to be evaluated to see if the dog had wild tendencies, bro. That's just my personal opinion about the situation. Dogs are getting a bad rap because of the people who fucking have them. That's it. You get a dog, an animal as a baby, you gotta raise it to domesticize it so that it fucking knows what it's doing when it's around people. It has to know that when it's around other people, not just the people that know it, that it's okay all the time unless you're given a word to make a move on somebody. Over here drinking this orange juice. This shit is banging while I'm rolling up. Yeah, man, that's my thing, man. Me and Charlene were talking about this shit this morning. I had showed her the video. Like, this shit is crazy, bro. These dogs are what they are. But in the right hands, they're the best friends you can ever have, bro. These dogs will give their life for their owners, man. If you raise these dogs the right way and give them the proper etiquette and training, you got a lifelong partner, bro. Trust me. Don't make no fucking sense. That could have been avoided, bro. That whole situation could have definitely fucking been avoided. There was no reason for that shit to happen. I found the video, but I don't want to play it. I don't want to play that video. I don't want to see it again because it's going to piss me off. Yo, but the shit is, LES, the dog was on the leash. The dog was on the leash. That's what's crazy. He was walking with the dog on the leash, and the dog, for what I'm understanding, just snatched the kid up. The dog was on a leash because even when they finally get the dog loose from the kid, you can see the dog had a leash on it. They choked the dog out, bro, LES. Some dude, I don't want to play the video. I really don't want to play the video because it's going to piss me off again, but you can check it out. You can see it. It's all over the internet. It was a black dude that laid down on the back of that dog, and he put the dog in a headlock and choked that shit the fuck out, bro. And he didn't ever have to do that. All somebody should have did was grab the dog by his fucking balls and his genitals, and he would have let go instantly. Trust me, that dog would have let go. Once she would have grabbed that dog by his genitals, he would have let the fuck go. That's what I go to show that the owner, even the fucking owner of the dog, ain't know what the fuck he was doing, man. Let me tell you something. If you can't stick your hand in your dog's mouth without your dog biting you, then that dog is not trained. Plain and simple. That dog is not trained. My dogs be eating. I put my hands right in their fucking plate. I don't give a fuck. Get out the way. My dogs know better. They back the fuck up and they sit down. Like, oh, he about to give me something else or something's wrong. He's trying to change it up. Dead ass serious, bro. That's why I said this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is absolutely crazy. Telling you, man, that whole scenario was fucking that shit was gut wrenching to watch, bro. That shit was truly gut wrenching to watch, man. My shock is, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, Elias and Dom, because you know what, us being New York natives, I'm surprised, real shit, that they let dude leave with his dog, bro. I'm surprised Animal Service didn't come in and try to fucking try to get at that dog. I'm dead serious. Give me a second. I'm checking some. Shit, crazy, bro. Tell you right now, I don't just this. Yeah, it was a kid. It was a little kid. Let me. I don't want to. I don't want to. Let me. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Bro, I'm talking about. That's why I'm a little confused, man. When I hear these fucking giving raw, nah, man, they tripping. This shit is really fucking wild. These people out here really. That's why something dog breeders. I be looking at them like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not buying chicken and giving a dog half a chicken. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this shit. I'm not doing none of that, bro. That's not what the fuck I'm here for. Real shit. That's not what I'm here for. That video, that shit is straight wild. Let me see if I find it here so I can show you. I had it linked up and now it's fucking gone. I got mad and removed it. I didn't even see that shit. Shit had me pissed off. Oh, let me look for it right now. Shit is wild crazy. I think I got the video. Oh, okay. What the fuck is going on with this thing? You're really trying to make me fucking sign in. What the fuck is going on? Come on, man. Oh, all right, I got it. This shit is crazy. I'm sorry, folks. I don't know why this shit's giving me a headache just to fucking log in. Got it. All right, get out of here. Fucking made me do all that shit for nothing. Hold on, I got it now. This shit's crazy. This nigga really made me go through all that just to upload this shit. Okay, I got it. I got it. All right, folks. This is graphic. This is graphic. All right. Let me cam up real quick. What I'm about to show you is fucking graphic. All right. I'm just trying to show you because Joe Elias hasn't seen it, and I don't think Dom has seen it neither. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the bushes. Make sure you subscribe, smash, hit the like button. This is Smoked Out Society, the new home of the Rico Squad. I am Havoc 3E, the host, the CEO, the BAM. I'm the problem child of the Rico Squad, and I'm the devil's advocate of Talkie Is Just. By the way, I was asked to inform, I was asked by Talkie Is Just to let everybody know that she is going to be delayed next year. She's taking some time away from social media. She's just going to go ahead. She's going to focus on her family and everything she's got going on right now in her house. So as far as Tokyo is just it might not happen next year. She's taking a break. She wanted me to tell everybody she loved each and every one of y'all. But you know, life comes before anything else. You know, she's going through a lot. You know, she lost a sister. You know, she lost an uncle. So she's going through some shit, and she is basically the breadwinner of the crib. You know, shout out to my sis Jess. I love her. I will always bang with her. She's always going to be my sister no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So when it's all said and done, it's looking like your boy is the Rico Squad. This is it. Last man standing, bro. And then all y'all that are in here with me, this is it. You know what I mean? I'm not going anywhere. Smoked Out Society, the Rico Squad, we won. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to continue to rock with y'all. I'm going to continue to ask y'all to support me because without y'all, I'm nothing. I come up here to make sure I can give you guys the entertainment you need and the information you need. So definitely, once again, thank each and every one of y'all, all my subscribers. I really do truly appreciate y'all, yo. I look forward to coming on here every day and rocking with y'all and talking to y'all. But let me finish rolling up this blunt real quick, and then I'm gonna play this video for y'all that's right here. Hold on, let me play the video. Like I said, folks, this shit is graphic, bro. I'm not trying to offend nobody who's watching. I'm not trying to start no shit or nothing. I'm not harping or getting off on the fact that this has happened. This is for those who did not see what transpired. I know this is gonna piss Dom off because me and Dom, we from New York, and we're dog. I could tell me and Dom, we're dog people. We know what the fuck it be doing with dogs. So this whole clip is crazy. Once again, I apologize to anybody who's watching this stream right now. I'm not trying to offend nobody. I'm not trying to come after dog owners or nothing. Like I said, I am a dog owner. If you know, you know. I got two monsters here. But this is the clip of what happened in Union Square earlier, a couple of days ago, where a dog randomly just attacked a kid for no fucking reason. For no reason at fucking all. Yeah, I work today. I'll be at Baxter at 3 o'clock today. I'll be at Baxter at 3. Like I said, bro, let's get to it. I'm uploading it now. I just wanted to let everybody know that this is graphic. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not. Before I press play, I'm not doing this to fucking be like, oh, yo, this shit is awesome. No, this is just to show you what transpired. Dom has not seen it, so I'm showing it for Dom. You know, like I said, I'm not glorifying what this dog did. I'm just trying to show y'all what happened, how it went down, and all the stuff that you could see that could have possibly been done differently or better. But here we go. I'm going to open it up to make it big screen. Boom, bow. Aries! Give me a second. I'm calling my dog right now. He's in the way. Aries and Athena! This is basically what it is. It's awareness, folks. Thanks for the words, Dom. I was looking for something. It's awareness. Aries and Athena. Give me a second, folks. These fucking dogs. Go in the room. Move. Both of y'all go in the room. All right, here we go, folks. Like Dom said, this is only for awareness. I'm not getting off on this. Once again, I wasn't even going to show it, but like Dom said, this is awareness so you can see the situation. And the dog was on a fucking leash. Here we go, people.
Oh, what the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is going on? Oh no! No. What the fuck? No, the baby! What the fuck? It's gonna make it bite harder, bro. No. I feel you. No. He's like that. Get him up.
God, hey, yo. First of all, I get fucking mad, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I get mad watching this fucking video. That's why I didn't want to watch this video, bro. First of all, shout out to that black man. And I'm gonna rewind it. Shout out to that black man. That's not even his fucking dog, bro. Shout out to that brother who came out of nowhere and fucking jumped on that dog to save that child's life, bro. This nigga came out of nowhere, jumped on the dog, and started choking out the dog, bro. Straight up. You pussy as a father. This nigga right here, I'm sorry. As a father, homeboy right here, let me back up again. I'm going to back up again. As a father, you pussy, nigga. You're not gonna tell me you standing there and your child is getting more. Nigga, stab the fucking dog. Do something. You laying there. Put hands on the dog. Because if this black man don't come and throw his body on top of this other dog to choke the dog out, nigga, you would have still been there fucking struggling, fighting with the dog to get the dog off your child's leg, bro. This shit don't make no sense, bro. Make sense of it, bro. What kind of father? Nigga, stab, do something. I'm sticking my hand in the dog's mouth to get my fucking child's leg out from this dog, man. You pussy, bro. First of all, I needed to address that. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest. The father is pussy to the kid. The mother is on the ground. You can see the mother's, the butt cheeks and the leg. That's the mother. She's on the ground, getting down and dirty with the dog. This bum-ass nigga standing there, stick your hands in the dog's mouth, bro. It took another black man to come here, jump on the dog, and start choking the dog out. Granted, yo, brother man, that's not the way you get a dog off of somebody. For those that don't know, this is the lesson, bro. Whenever a dog is locked in like that on an item, a child, or anything, the fastest way to get this dog off is to fucking grab its balls. I know that sounds crazy, but that's the only way. As soon as somebody would have kicked that dog or grabbed that dog's genitals, yo, that dog would have stopped in a minute, bro. That dog would have stopped. He would have had no fucking, like I said, bro, that dog would have had no, he would have stopped to turn around and find out who the fuck was doing what they was doing to him. Plain and simple. This black man right here that y'all see me pointing on, he's the GOAT right now. What's good, Hershey's? This black man is the GOAT. He didn't give a fuck. He stuck his arm in there, wrapped his arm around, not knowing that the dog could have got off and latched onto him and bit him. That nigga is the GOAT, bro. Plain and simple. I'm gonna finish playing the video so y'all can see the whole, what all trans out. I'm gonna try to calm down, and I'm not gonna stop it again. But the father to this kid is pussy, and that's the faggot right there. Who you can tell he don't even want to stick his hand in the dog's mouth. My nigga, this dog has your child. Your woman is on the ground. Come on, man. Let's play the video.
No. I feel you. No. He's like that. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up. Get him up.
God, now, real quick, the dog is still on the leash. You see what I'm saying? The dog was not on a leash. The dog was on a leash, and the dog out of nowhere just fucking while it was on the leash did what it did. We're going to keep watching the video so you can see the owner's face and everything. We're going to keep going.
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
And I'm going to keep it real. The owner was white. That was a white person that had that dog. I'm not trying to make it a race issue, but that was a white person that had that dog, bro. That was a white person that had that dog. This shit is... Yeah, I'm not trying to make it a race issue, but this brother right here, and he did a video too. He's a podcaster. If you look up you can look him up. He did a podcast about it, explaining, like, you know, how he got into it. And I'm going to play his shit. Matter of fact, I'm going to play his shit. I'm going to play you his video as he breaks down what the fuck he saw and how it all went down. Let me finish playing the video so y'all can see the whole shit.
Oh my God, is he okay? No. Brother, that's crazy.
Look at the owner over there. At least the owner didn't leave because he knew he would have fucked up.
Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a hole in his fucking leg, bro. There is a hole in that boy's leg.
Don't go.
Bro, you better not go nowhere, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Don't go.
Oh my God.
Once again, I'm a father, people. I know everything is not violence. Let's keep it real. I know everything isn't violence, people. We know you have to have a better view of life. But there's no way in hell I'm calmly on the phone and this nigga starts walking away. Bro, I'm putting hands on him. Matter of fact, for those in the building, let me ask you a question. If you in that situation, are you putting hands on this dude? As a father, keep it 100. Everybody that's in the chat, if you putting hands on this dude, put a Y in the chat. If you putting hands on him, put Y's in the chat. Come on, man. We got 6 people in the building. If you are putting hands on him, put a Y in the fucking chat or put something in the chat. If you're going to put hands on this dude for what he did to your kid, put a Y in the chat. That's all I care. If you putting hands on whatever, just are you putting hands on this kid? That's what I want to know. That's all I definitely want to know. We got Dom. He says he's doing it immediately. Morning, Chaos Truth. Chaos Truth said yes, he's putting hands on this dude immediately. You know, I see the dude was walking away to go sit down, probably to get the dog away from other people. But before he started walking away, he should have said something like, yo, I'm going to sit here and wait for the boys. Nigga, you turned around and looked like you was just walking away. And I think he stopped because people started saying like, yo, my man, where the fuck you think you going? And I think that's why he stopped. Let's finish playing off the video. Here you go.
Bro, I'm sorry, but that dog is done. Oh my God, that's crazy.
See, I couldn't be the father, bro. You see the father right there? Yo, bro, I would have kicked this nigga in the face, bro. I couldn't have been the father, bro.
Man.
I definitely...
You can't control that nigga. Why you had him outside? Oh my God.
And that's the thing. Why you had that dog out if you couldn't control him? Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a phone call come in real quick. Hershey said yes too. Like, yo, bro, I would have put hands on this dude, bro. There was no fucking way. There's no way this dude, I'm telling you, this dude, I probably would have got arrested too. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I probably would have got arrested for fucking this nigga up. The dog would have been dead, bro. I'm sorry. I know I don't wish animal cruelty or nothing, but that dog, I'm almost 100% sure that dog would have been dead, bro. I would have did something to that dog, bro. There's no way I would have walked away from it, bro. There's just no way. There's no way. There's just no way. I would have fucked that dog up, bro. That dog would have got killed. It's funny. I mentioned the shit about pens and everything because you want to hear some? That goes to show you how fucking sadistic and crazy my fucking baby mama is, Charlene, bro. This bitch is certified, bro. First thing she told me, ain't nobody got a pen? Nobody got a pencil or something? Keys or something? I looked at her like, the fucking pens and keys. Like, I'm not thinking, stab this shit the fuck up. Stab it up. Do something. Take off a heel. Gouge the dog in the fucking eyes. Something. I'm looking at Charlene like, God damn, nigga. The fuck? You all right? The fuck were you dreaming about last night, bro? You woke up with fucking with the devil in you or something. Granted, she does every day, but that's beside the point. Yeah, like what the fuck is going on, bro? That shit is wild, bro. That shit is straight fucking trash, bro. Now, I'm gonna go to the fucking video of the dude. I'm gonna go to the video because the dude who did that and saved, he made a video. And here go the video. This is his response to that shit. This is what his response was. I'm gonna play his video right now so y'all can see. But yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. This is there he go right there. This nigga is Kevin Richardson. He's being held as a hero, bro. He saved that, yo. He did more than what the fucking father did to the kid.
Heaven knows I didn't.
Here we go. Shout out to Kevin Richardson. He's the one that saved that fucking baby boy, yo. He saved that baby boy with no fear, nothing, bro. Here we go. Shout out to this brother. Everyone needs to subscribe to Kevin Richardson. When you get a chance, find this man's page. He's like a fitness guru or something. We need to subscribe to this man because this man saved that child's life. Let's listen to his story and what happened when he was there. Check this shit out, people. And while this is playing, I'm going to go outside real quick. I'm going to go sit in my truck. I'm going to blow it down. I'm still going to have control and everything, but I'm going to be outside. I'm going to switch spots. So while this is playing, I'm going to run outside real quick, people. But check this shit out, yo. Here we go.
Heaven knows I didn't plan on talking about this publicly, but enough people have asked, and I felt it was important to explain what happened and also talk about why it's important to step in whenever you see someone in danger. It was like every other day, my son and I had gone shopping. We were in Manhattan, Union Square area, and we had gotten some things and we were going to Forbidden Planet. That's a comic book store I go to every single week to pick up my comic books. And walking down towards Forbidden Planet, in front of us, there was a huge commotion. Initially, you were hearing people screaming, couldn't figure out who was screaming or what was going on. But I could also clearly hear a child screaming. And so I told my son, stay behind me. Let me go see what's going on. And I rushed forward because I always try to see what I can do to help whenever I see situations going on. And in front of me was this poor woman holding on to her child who must have been a toddler, literally almost a baby. And this pit bull was clamped down on his leg, and she was pulling for dear life to try to pull the child out of the dog's jaws. And the father was pulling as well. And the owner was trying to pull the dog back. And it was just horrific because that dog was just not letting go. And seeing all that happening in front of me, I just looked back. I told my son, stay here. I'll take care of this. And I went forward to do whatever I could do to help. Now, as I'm walking forward, someone came and punched the dog and ran back. And someone came and splashed water on the dog. And I've unfortunately been in situations where I've seen pit bulls attack before. And I know that the more you do anything to aggravate it, it's only going to keep on biting down, probably even harder. Now, I've studied canine anatomy as part of my martial arts training, and I've done so much over the years in terms of like grappling techniques. I taught ninjutsu for decades, and I saw that there was a way, because of my positioning, that the two carotid arteries of the dog were openly available to me. And that honestly, the dog wasn't really responsible for what's going on. A dog is an animal. It's not rational. Killing the dog would have, for me, been not something that I would necessarily want to do. And I thought that this could actually be a better way to save this kid, because they were pulling and pulling, and no matter how much they pulled, the dog simply was letting completely look at something pit bulls do. Anybody who owns pit bulls or knows about pit bulls, they just lock in. And so I wrapped it into crook position, bicep to one artery, and pressing on the other artery, and I squeezed as hard as I could. It felt like I was holding onto a muscle. The dog was just completely rigid and just fully clamped down. All the while, I'm hearing the woman screaming. I'm hearing the child screaming. I'm hearing people screaming. It was complete chaos. And all that time, clamped down with the dog, I just saying to myself and just asking, praying that I don't fail. Saying, Father, please don't let me fail. Let me be able to help this child. And it started getting to a point where it felt like it might not have worked. It might not work. Maybe I don't have enough strength to choke this dog out because it's just so much muscle. And I started thinking to myself again, well, okay, if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to put the dog down. But thankfully, as I started feeling that way, the dog started to go limp. I could feel the dog getting limper and limper and limper as I was cutting off its air supply and its oxygen supply of its brain. And then thankfully, the dog let go, thankfully. And as the dog let go, I decided again I could keep on choking the dog and choke the dog completely to unconsciousness, which it's a dog. I don't know whether or not it would be like a human being being choked out where it would recover right afterwards, or if it would just die as a result. As far as I was concerned, the child had gotten out, so I let go. I let go, and the dog popped back. It looked dazed for a second there. And I'm on the floor, obviously face to face with the dog. And then the dog started to rush forward again. At this point, the owner was able to hold him back. And I sprung from the floor because I didn't want to have my face ripped off by that dog either. And at that point, I went over to the child who was with his father. His mother was on the floor, poor woman. I can't even imagine what that poor woman was going through, what that poor man was going through, the father of the child. I have kids. I've seen my kids sick. I've seen them get hurt. And there's nothing worse than seeing your child, do something like that. And I told him, don't move the child. Please just keep him as steady as you could. Obviously, there was blood from the puncture wounds from the bite. Blood. His mother then came and picked up the child. And, obviously she was in shock. Someone was shouting about, don't get the dog leave. At that point, I wasn't caring about the dog or the dog owner. They were off. All that mattered to me was the child. And the mother had the child. I put my hand on her shoulder and said, it's going to be all right. It's past. People said that they called 911 and the ambulance was coming. And I said, okay, everything is, okay. And that poor child, I just, hoped that the injury wouldn't be too bad. And
That child is tough. If you think about it,
enough whereby
that kid is traumatized. That kid is never going to want to be around dogs or nothing like that.
At that point, I went back to my son. I asked him if he was okay. I mean, it's not happening in front of him. He said he was okay. And I put my hoodie on, the hood of my coat on. Not it was a hoodie, hood of my coat. And I just walked over to Forbidden Planet to go buy my comic books. And just acted like a regular day. Nothing happened. Didn't want to make it any big of a deal. As far as I was concerned, the child was in a better place. I did what I had to do. And thankfully I was there. And thankfully I knew what I knew. And thankfully I was strong enough to be able to intervene and stop that dog from clamping down on that child. And, people have bombarding me with text messages, calling. It's really great because I'm hearing from people I haven't heard from for a long time. And people seeing me in the streets as well and saying, video. And I felt a bit overwhelmed by it. I'm not too much into the idea of anything about this being heroic. I don't like that word at all.
But you should be known. You should be told as a hero.
About that.
Because you did more than what anybody else did.
Heroism was from everyone on that day who did anything. There are people who were throwing water at the dog.
The fucking throwing water for?
Punch the dog around. People were trying to do everything, trying to stop the dog, but all heroes in their own ways. They were trying. And what I want this holiday season is for every single person out there to just try. If you see anything bad happening around you, do your best. Now, you may not necessarily be big, strong guy. You may not be someone with a lifetime of martial arts experience behind you, but do your best. Do something. Everybody who did anything on that day, and this is New York. people tried. It's not like they saw this happening and, they didn't do anything. Some people were saying, well, they should have done this, they should have done that. When you're in the middle of a situation like that, unless you're really highly trained, it's very difficult to
You
be able
don't
to
know.
think rationally
You got,
and
yeah,
make
exactly.
clear
I
decisions when
understand,
you're
but
faced with
still, that's a
all
kid's
that
life.
chaos. Now, the
Somebody
video
should have
is
reacted. Had you not been there,
going
that kid
around,
would
and I'm
probably
not going to
been
put
dead.
a link to it because honestly, I've only seen half of it. I don't really want to see it myself. It's not the best of things to see a poor child being bitten by a dog. Not something I want to relive either. But I want this holiday season to underline something I always say in all my videos at all the time, that to whom much is given, much is expected. And if you have
That's
the
a fact.
ability to stop, if you have the ability to step in and help a situation where you can, please do. Find it within yourself to always be in a place whereby if you see something, don't just say something that they say over here, but try and do something, no matter how small it is, even if it means picking up the phone and making a call. I hope
Yes.
that child will be okay. Please keep that child in your prayers. He's in mind. Keep the parents in your prayers, the family in your prayers. I don't want to get into any politics about whether pit bull should be legal or anything else. That's really not the issue here. Personally, I think it's a very horrible thing that happened. And I'm just glad that we were able to do something to make that child get out of the jaws of that dog. And I'm really glad it worked. Keep the child in your prayers. Thanks for tuning in, watching this video. Know that I believe in you. And as always, Excelsior.
That's respect, bro. That's respect to that guy, bro. That's absolutely fucking respect, bro. Yo, everything he said in that video is legit. I understand not everybody's built differently, but come on, man. As parents, you gotta react a little bit quicker, man. I just don't appreciate how the mother was all in and the dad was just there. Like my nigga, it took for another dude to come in and I would have been on that dog, bro. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. I don't think that dog would have lived though. Me, because of the way I am personally, I'd have killed that dog, bro. That dog would have not, the owner would have put the hands too, yo. Definitely. The owner definitely would have got hands put on him, yo. That's for fucking sure. No doubt about that. Yo, shout out to everybody that's in the building, yo. What's good, people? What's good? You hanging out with your boy Havoc 3E. This is Smoked Out Society, the new home of the Rico Squad. Make sure you sharing this out and everything, letting everybody know what's going on, man. This shit is wild, bro. We up in here, we talking. About to go in a little bit to fucking drop the link to see if anybody want to come up on the panel and chill, talk their shit. But once again, if you didn't hear, I mentioned it earlier. Talkia is just be taking is walking away from social media, from everything. She's gonna focus on herself and her family due to she got a lot on her plate right now. So I'm definitely gonna miss the Queen of the Rico Squad. Shout out to Tokyo's Jess. She's the reason why I do a lot of this podcast and stuff. Her and G Light, when I was down with the other group that I was with, you know what I'm saying? They introduced me to this internet shit and everything, and that's why I do it every day. And now I come on here to hang out with y'all, to parlay and chill, talk our shit, talk about what's going on in the world and everything. Every now and then niggas got to go to war unnecessarily. Yeah, but that's why, so I just want to let TB know, Tokyo is just ain't gonna come back next year. We don't know, maybe not. But as of right now, the Rico Squad is what you have right here, man. 7 people in the chat that fucks with me. Joe Elias, Hershey's the Entertainer, Dom, Big Irv, Chaos, motherfucking Latin Pain, Tara Sanchez, motherfucking The Truth Lady, Assalamualaikum Assalam. You know what I'm saying? Just everybody that come through, man. The the chosen few. We here, man. That's all I know is that we here. But that shit is crazy, bro. That whole situation was wild. Fucking that shit was wild crazy. I didn't expect that situation to go down, and it's crazy because as we talking, I forgot to hit the. I'm not inside, so the video that I wanted to show y'all is actually in the back playing right now. Let me see. Is it the video? Hold on.
Ultimately went out, and this is allegedly part of what made
Damn,
their relationship.
they doing that nigga dirty. They showing flight logs and everything about him.
Talked about that as well. You're also through tons of photos and tons of video of Trump and Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell together from Mar-a-Lago to here in Manhattan. Walk us through kind of some of those moments that you found.
Yeah, Kate, and these images, they really speak for themselves. In November 1992, an image a lot of people have, and it's of Trump and Epstein, and they're dancing there. You can see with models. I think you can see Ghislaine Maxwell in the background if you look. She was there just a second ago. Just a year later, we had found, or previously, Trump was at.
There she go right there.
Epstein was at Trump's wedding in 1993. That's the photo there on the left. 1997, you can see in that photo on the right, that's them at a Victoria's Secret Angels event. And then in 1999, this that I found.
Yeah, man, that nigga. No, that's not the video I was playing. That must be some shit that they caught up on his ass too. Yeah, he done, bro. That's another thing he's done, bro. Another thing I wanted to talk to about today is, anybody that works for the federal government, yo, you need to start saving money, yo. You need to start saving money. The shit that's about to go down is serious, yo. If you are a federal employee, you work for TSA, for the military, any of these places, the best bet you could do is start preparing for the worst, start saving your money. Because I'm telling you, people, I'm not trying to invoke this shit, but the government is only funded until the 31st. Elias, that shit happened in Union. That shit happened in downtown, and they said Union Street, Union Square. That's where they said that shit happened. Nigga, he had his dog on a leash too. I think that's why the cops let him go, Elias, because the dog was on a leash. He was walking the dog on the leash, and the dog just straight went fucking cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The dog was on a leash. That's the wild shit about it too. So if your dog was on a leash and it did that, that's not a good look. That means that dog can't see nothing smaller than itself. Anything smaller than itself, and that dog thinks that's a fucking toy or something like that. Tell you, that's weird as fuck. But yeah, I think that's why the cops, the boys, they let him go. Because I guess, the dog was on a leash. I tell you one thing, had that dog not been on the leash, they probably would have definitely taken that dog. That dog definitely would have got taken. They would have called animal control, and they would have took that dog. Excuse me. But because the dog was on a leash, the cops probably let him rock with the dog. He had a leash, and they told him to get ahead and book it. That's probably why they let him go. Like I said, man, those dogs are not made for everybody, bro. Those dogs are truly not made for everybody. You got to be completely fucking responsible to own those types of dogs. All the American bullies, the American pit bull shires, American staffers, XL bullies, mediums, all these dogs have to be well trained. Because if not, it's a wrap. Fuck is that? Oh, somebody dragging their garbage. But yeah, man, that's what it is, man. When it comes down to it, bro, you gotta be able to fucking. It's all wild, bro. It's just sad, bro. And the reason why I'm telling you guys this about this lockdown and everything, because on what you're not understanding, this is why. Hold on. This is why they did what they did. They were trying to extend the societies and the government trying to fund the government, they wanted it to go into fucking March the 1st. But Trump and the Republicans didn't want that. They only wanted it up to January 31st. Now you looking at me and you're saying, damn, okay. Why are you saying it like that? What's the problem? I mean, the government was shut down before. I mean, tell us why you think this bad that they're going to guarantee they're going to shut down on the 31st. Why? Because I got an inside scoop due to who is my partner in crime. And two, because your boy Donald Trump is pissed the fuck off, bro. He's not going to fund this government because he knows that comes November, they're going to vote him the fuck out, bro. So you know how he's going to get back at everybody and why he said he wanted the government only funded to the 31st? Because on the 1st of February, we're all supposed to be getting our fucking W-2s mailed out to you so you can go ahead and fill out your taxes. Those that don't get W-2s, well, guess what? You just know you probably be notified on the last paycheck you get, because that's what the fuck is going on. So if there's no government funding, there's no tax return, people. We don't get our returns. So if the government shuts down on fucking January 31st, like we know it's going to, Donald Trump is not going to fund the country. He's not going to fund the government. After everything that we do, we are breaking this man. We got this nigga out here looking like a bozo. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to 050 Bucks and I'm going to nominate Donald Trump as Bozo, Celebrity Bozo. Yeah, we need to nominate Donald Trump as the Celebrity Bozo. Because come the 31st, that's it. And then the sad part about it is when they do reopen up the government after, should they go into lockdown, we got to wait probably Lord knows how long after that before we even get our return. So if the government is shut down, people, you understand that? Nobody's getting a tax return? Yeah. No tax return, people. And don't forget, he's already trying to get rid of fucking summer school. He thinks that those schools that give free in the summer, like in Virginia and New York, I know in Virginia and New York they do it. In the summer, a lot of these schools are open and they offer breakfast and lunch to the less fortunate, bro. They offer breakfast and lunch to the less fucking fortunate in the summer here. Shit is banger. This lemonade is banger. So he's cutting that too. So this summer coming up, we don't know if people, homeless people that stay in hotels and shit like that, the less fortunate, that don't make that much, are probably gonna lose that as well. That won't come about. Nobody's gonna get no fucking stipends for rent, no Section 8 money, no food stamps, no EBT. And you know what's so crazy? I said this too in one of my lives. I don't remember which one. I said I was happy that the black and the brown people, when he did this shit just recently, we didn't wig out. We didn't flip. We didn't riot. We didn't do none of that shit. We stood on 10 toes the fuck down and did what we had to do. Still went to work and everything. A lot of people were still going to work and not getting paid for it. But it was the fact that people were still out there hustling and doing what they had to do, because certain jobs will fire you if you didn't show up for work. That's fucked up. That's why I said government jobs, yeah, for all the perks they have, they not really all that great, bro. Seriously speaking. So what happens? The 31st comes, he shuts the government down. A lot of us could do, we're smart. We could use our last pay stubs to do our fucking to fill out to do the W-2s and stuff. People do a lot of electronic filing and stuff like that. But all that's going to be halted on the 31st. Nobody's going to get a return. God knows how long. Telling you, man. That's why I've been spreading the word. I've been telling everybody every day, yo, prepare, be prepared. The 31st is right around the corner. We only got 2 more days now, right? What's today? Yup. 2 more days is what we got left now, people. 2 more fucking days. So, what are we gonna do, man? Something's got to give. He's not gonna sign no deal. He's not gonna do nothing. And if you think I'm bullshitting, look at what MAGA Mike Johnson did. The Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House sent everybody back home on vacation. Stop playing with me, bro. Didn't they just come back from somewhat of a vacation? So you already know the fix is in, people. The fucking fix is in. Trust and believe when I say it. We about to go. And you know what? Y'all laughing at me. The last fucking shutdown was 2 months. It broke the record of the first day. The last one was about 2 months. The primaries are in November, where the Senate and the Senate and the House could be won over by the Democrats, right? That's in November. He shuts down the government on the 31st. I want y'all to see something. February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 9 months. You telling me that all of your federal workers, all the people on public assistance, food stamps, everything are going to be able to endure 9 months into the primaries where the Democrats can get the Senate and the House back and then impeach this motherfucker to fuck on out the White House so he can start going to fucking jail for them fucking 42 felonies he caught? 34, I think it's 30, 34, 40, some shit like that. But you feel what I'm saying? Like, come the fuck on, man. What are we doing right now, man? That shit is crazy, bro. That shit is wild, people. When you think about it, that shit is absolutely fucking bonkers, bro. It make no fucking sense. People are now suffering. Niggas is already fucking deciding between healthcare and food and rent and shit like that. And come the 31st, that shit's gonna be on and popping. And remember, the only reason why people haven't started going crazy over healthcare and medication and subscriptions is because, remember, they extended the Obamacare Act. That was a part of the little extension until the 31st of January. Bro, I had a topic yesterday, and I had asked y'all, what's the one thing y'all gonna not forget about 2025 or couldn't forget about 2025? Bro, we might be talking about the same shit in November and October of 2026. Talking about, goddamn, what year was worse, 25 or 26? Because that's the way it's looking like, bro. This new year is not even going to start right. It's truly not going to fucking start right. And that's the wild shit about all this, bro. Just fucking total bonkers, bro. A fucking shit show if I didn't believe it. Smoking this L out here, chilling. Fucking weather out here is wild, bro. I think that snow coming from New York to Virginia, people. Because this fucking sky look crazy right now. Yeah, the sky looking crazy right now, bro. It look like this snow, something coming. We about to get hit with some rain or some shit, something powerful. Check this shit out, yo. Fucking sky look wild, yo. Mad fucking like a snowy gray or something like that. Like some shit about to come down, yo. Like something about to get the popping off on here. Oh, that's part of Lower East Side, Elias? Okay, that's what's up. So that shit happened on the Lower East Side. Yeah, it is. You already know, Dom. You already know. We're about to get, Dom, I think we're about to get some of that snow, bro. No bullshit. I think New York done sent us some of that snow down here, bro. I think exactly what the fuck we about to get hit with some of this fucking wild ass weather snow. Shit crazy. Oh, I know that's right. You out there hustling. FedEx truck. Bro, where's my Christmas gifts? They never got to the crib. Oh shit. Yeah, this shit is wild though, people. I keep thinking about it, man, because it's like, this shit takes a toll, man. You know what that is? Going to work every fucking day, knowing that you're working for free, you're not even getting paid. Well, you are, but you gotta wait for the person that signs your check to fucking receive the funds so he can sign your check. This shit's crazy. I tell you, I don't think these people are gonna be able to not go to fuck wild crazy again. About to jump in my truck and go scrap metal. I know that's right. Dead ass. I don't see us taking this next shutdown lightly. I think that shit's gonna start an insurrection and motherfuckers is just gonna start wilding out, bro. Exactly what's gonna happen. People gonna start wilding the fuck out here on these streets. All that shit that we was talking about that was gonna happen to these supermarkets is really gonna happen. Wow, I'm telling you, bro. And it's funny because let me close the door. It's too much fucking noise. And it's funny I'm saying this because I saw a video a couple of days ago on another podcaster's channel. Because that's what I've been doing lately. When I'm not live, I'm going to different podcasters in the off of the algorithm that are trying to do the same shit I'm doing. I've been going into their shits trying to fucking, see what's going on. I've been throwing the name out there, the Rico Squad, Sucks Mike Society, Fuck East Jazz. I've been trying to get them all to really direct coming our attention. I've noticed I've gotten some new subscriptions. I've met a couple of new people that have come up here. You know what I'm saying? So, it's getting there, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're doing it, man. This is Smoked Out Society, bro, the home of the Rico Squad. I'm the last man standing, and I ain't going fucking nowhere, bro. I ain't going nowhere, man. We're gonna keep talking my shit. We're gonna keep talking and delivering, bro. But yeah, man, this is straight wild, bro. This man is gonna shut the government down, and there ain't shit we're gonna be able to do. I think this time around, motherfuckers is gonna snap. They're gonna freak out. Yeah, I can see it happening. No bullshit. This shit is crazy, bro. Well, we're checking out whatever's going on the fucking internet too. This shit is wild. They're the fucking dumbass Giants yesterday went ahead and fucking should have lost the game. Now done gave up the first place again. Flights exposed. Did I do this video? Yeah, I think I did. Uh, shit, do I? Nah, I didn't do this video. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this video for y'all. When I go inside right now, I'm gonna play this video. This shit is crazy. So Adam Makler is exposing about 20 minutes ago. He just exposed Trump. They said in a 3-year span, Trump flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 80 times. God damn. This nigga was racking up frequent flyer miles. The fuck is going on here, bro? So that's Adam Makler. Let me go ahead and save this, pin this. So when I go in now, we can go ahead and play it and see what the fuck is going on about that. That shit crazy, bro. Trump, you wildin', bro. You wildin', bro. Yeah, they tripping, bro. Just think Trump was, yeah, you don't know the man, but damn, everything else says you do. Tell you, bro. I'd have been down to Trump. I'd have just got in front of her like, look, man, this is what it is. Yada, 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 yada. Yada, 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 yada. What y'all want to do? That's it. What y'all want to do? Because this shit is, I ain't about to be sitting here every day being given a business like a kid. Granted, Donald Trump does act like a fucking 6-year-old. Then there's a video now of fucking, I'm telling you, when I go in right now, just smoking outside. I just feel like smoking outside. I want to smoke outside. There's a video, an AI video of Trump on his fucking hands and knees walking with a leash, of a collar around his neck and a leash. And fucking this nigga, the Russian president, Vladimir Putin, is holding a leash. And it's like he's walking Trump, and it's a fucking AI. That shit is hilarious. That shit looks so real too. But that just goes to show how embarrassing that is. That's how people. That's how we being looked at right now because of Donald fucking Trump. Donald Trump got us fucked up out here, yo. The hell is that? My garbage cans flying over there? Oh, I think my garbage cans just took flight. Yep. Yeah, it's windy as fuck over here, Dom. You right, yo. My motherfucking garbage can is in the middle of the motherfucking street. Hold on a second, yo. Yo, give me a second, everybody. I gotta go get my motherfucking garbage can. That shit is dead ass in the middle of the motherfucking street. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, people. God damn. This motherfucking wind, my neighbor's garbage is like fucking 2 houses down. Oh, that nigga gonna be mad when he come home. These cars don't give a fuck too. They be running motherfucking shit over too, yo. That nigga gonna be mad. I know. Damn, nigga. If that's your neighbor, why you don't grab his garbage can? Because I'm not walking all the way the fuck down there to grab this big ass garbage can. Garbage trucks in Virginia, they only come once a fucking week, bro. That shit is crazy. That's another thing I don't like about this fucking state, bro. Garbage comes once a week. Come on, man. You got people with big households and always fucking piling up garbage. Like Christmas for us, ay bendito. Stop the cap. Nigga, there was so much fucking wrapping paper. We could have wrapped my whole motherfucking house, bro. We could have wrapped my whole goddamn house. That's how much wrapping paper it was after these little fuckers opened up all their gifts and shit. Shout out to everybody, man. Happy belated Christmas. If I didn't say it to you or you didn't hear me say it, happy belated Christmas, man. So, I'm telling you, man, not looking forward to the new year because the new year ain't bringing nothing really special, bro. They ain't bringing really nothing special, just bringing more chaos and madness. That's all the new year's bringing in, yo. The country is not in a better place. This nigga trying to start a war. Yeah, we going through some shit right now, bro. Yeah, we definitely going through some shit. But no matter what we do, we gotta fight through this shit, bro. Yeah. I'm about to go in. I'm about to switch up. I'm gonna go inside so I can play these videos for y'all and shit like that. Yeah, this shit is crazy. There's a couple. I got some other shit just hitting. I'm looking at it right now. As we talking, I'm getting pings about certain things. Because there's certain content creators that I follow that I get pings on their shit. Especially when it's related to the same content that I'm gonna talk about. Shit is crazy. definitely try to grow the channel. I'm trying to get on this fucking political market. Yo, shout out to my son. Respect. Shout out to Dwayne Parker, 817, showing my support. Came from High Thoughts TV. Thank you, brother. I was up in there the other day too. Fire show. That was a good ass show. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for showing the love, man. But definitely, man. I want to give a shout out to my son, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's doing that political life, bro. That's crazy, bro. Out there in New York, working for the lieutenant governor. He's doing his thing, man. I'm proud of you, Brandon. Shout out to my son, bro. He's doing that shit, bro. He's doing that, man. That shit is definitely cool, man. That shit is definitely cool, man. I heard shit is bad in New York, though, man. Definitely. He's a old dusty Puerto Rican on the whole set. You already know, brother. You already know. Happy New Year, brother. Happy New Year Sunday, too. How you doing, man? What's good? What's good? What's good? Definitely, yo. That shit is crazy, bro. This shit is definitely crazy, man. I'm looking forward to next year because I believe a lot of change is gonna happen. But I really ain't looking forward to it because it's fucking scary. Like I said, bro, it's really fucking scary. You know, I have a fucking I have a you know, I'm affected by what the fuck is about to go down. I'm really affected by what the fuck is about to go down. Yo, Cameron, put that. Hold on a second, my son. Where you putting that in the blue bin? Okay, yeah. Just try to put it in there good, nice and neat, because the damn garbage keeps flying over. Flying. I don't feel like chasing no damn garbage cans down. When you put it in there, put it in there nice and neat and try to push it down as far as possible. My son doing his chores, trying to get that bread. Trying to get that bread. I know that's right. Yes, yes. Happy New Year's, Dusty. You already know. Bro, yeah, I'm about to go in right. Yo, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying, Dusty? That nigga knew what was going on in 3 years. That nigga had the VIP, bro. That nigga was exclusive. Come on, man. The way these women were saying that he would come in, bro, with that dance, that fucking dance that he does. Then he points at you. He points at you with that look. Get out of here. That nigga was freaking, yo, I'm telling you, I'm about to go in. I got that shit here. I got some video. Matter of fact, let's make that transition inside so I can play this video for everybody. Once again, shout out to everybody that's in the chat. Shout out to everybody that's in the panel and everything. Yo, I appreciate y'all. I'm about to go inside so we can switch up so I can start showing these videos with y'all. I'm going to take y'all in with me. But yeah, definitely, man. This shit is crazy, bro. If you missed the show earlier, we spoke about what happened in New York with that little girl who, the little boy who was attacked by that dog. You know, I spoke about it. You know, pit bulls are getting a bad rep because of irresponsible owners. And I've always said that, yo. It's the fucking irresponsible owners and it's not the dog. Plain and simple. Me and wifey was talking about that shit earlier. We was definitely talking about that shit earlier. Me and wifey. That's not the fucking thing. All right, no problem, huh? Yeah, we was talking about the who's staying? Kaden is staying. All right, buckle them down in the chair. I'm making the transition from this to the whatchamacallit. Give me a second. Yeah, that shit is crazy, bro. Oh, I can hear myself. Damn, they talking about the shit is playing here. You're dealing with that, and it's at White House in terms of what the president is saying. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Hearing about this one, he says that early by the House Speaker Mike Johnson to avoid that vote on releasing the Epstein.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm in the crib. Once again, shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate everybody that's here. Dwayne Park, I appreciate you once again. Oh, Dusty, welcome back, buddy. Definitely. So I'm back. Yeah, let's get to that shit I was telling you about. This shit is crazy, bro. 80 times in 3 years. This nigga was on one. Hold on 1 second. I'm pulling it up right now on the desktop. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I saw that shit earlier, Dusty. The AI videos, everything. I showed it to Charlene this morning too. They're talking about this shit. Everybody's now starting to see the shit I showed you this morning with Putin walking Trump like a fucking dog in the AI video. Shit is crazy. Once a week here to sometimes I use my neighbor's bin whenever they all empty. Bro, it's crazy, bro. In Virginia, the fucking garbage truck only comes once a week, bro. We have to buy fucking an extra garbage can. And it's just $75. So we want to buy a fucking extra garbage can. But remember, you have to have a garbage can for recycling too. You gotta have it, you gotta have a recycle bin. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Close the door. Shut up. Kaden, sit down and watch the TV. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, over here you have 3 garbage cans, and the shit is that if these stickers come over here and they open the garbage can to see what the fuck is in the garbage, bro. And if you don't got the right garbage in there, nigga, when I come home from work, I got a nice little envelope pinned on the door. Yo, my man, we found garbage inside of the recycling bin. We dumped it. $150. Thank you very much. Like, get the fuck out of here. That shit is crazy, yo. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Give me a second. I'm pulling the video up right now. It's getting pulled up. Nah, nigga, the recycling cans are more expensive, Dusty. Fuck. The blue bins are more expensive than the fucking black ones. You want to take my truck? The blue bins are more expensive than the black ones, right? Yeah, the blue bins are more expensive than the black ones. Fuck that shit. And they're bigger because, they expect you for more, plastic, bottles, and paper and shit. But get the fuck out of here, bro. We got 2 of the black ones for the garbage. I just don't understand why the fucking garbage truck only comes once a week. I ain't never seen no shit like that. When we was living in New York, the garbage truck came at least, 3 times a week? How many times the garbage truck will come in New York? Like 3 times, maybe 4 times a week. We saw the garbage truck every day. Niggas was hanging out in the back of the garbage truck chilling. Just looking at us, honking and shit at the kids and shit. Like, come on, man. I don't understand how this fucking state only has the motherfuckers coming every Thursday. That shit is wild. And then if you miss it, oh my God. That's it. It's a wrap. You fucked. I got you. You got garbage piling up throughout the whole motherfucking week, bro. On some wild out shit, bro. On some real wild out shit. Damn, this video, why this shit is uploading? I didn't want to download the video. What the fuck is going on? Hold on a second. Tripping. Hold on. They are tripping right now. I'm trying to fucking... Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know why shit was downloaded. Fucking my whole vibe up right now. Got me looking goofy right now. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna go with Adam Mockler. Stephen A, what the fuck he did? Oh, that's just an ad. Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. We about the shit. Well, it's an hour now because I told you I had the shit and everything. Give me 1 second. What the fuck does the mailman want? Give me 1 second, though. Yo, I'm telling you, yo, women are fucking liars, bro. Women are the brokest motherfuckers, bro. They're the brokest motherfuckers, but they always every fucking day there's a fucking delivery coming to this motherfucker, bro. Every fucking day there's a fucking delivery for something, bro. But this motherfucker's always crying that she broke. The fuck out of here with that shit, bro. I'm telling you, bro, they be lying their motherfucking ass off. She's stashing. For real. All right, folks, let's get into it. This is fucking hilarious. This dude, yeah, let's get into it. Trump is a fucking fool, bro. There's just nothing else we can say.
With a Twitter thread.
Let's start.
I want to run you all through one of the most eerie stories I've read in a while. We know the Trump admin has been suppressing the release of files, over redacting files to protect the Epstein class while accidentally leaving out the names of victims. But did you know that the Trump admin was likely tracking and stalking journalists back in 2019 who were trying to crack the Epstein case? This article reads, why was Trump's Justice Department tracking this top Epstein reporter? And this all originates with a Twitter thread from Julie K. Brown. Julie K. Brown was a top reporter at the Miami Herald in Florida in 2019 when the Epstein trial was ongoing and hitting its peak. Many different reporters were trying to figure out who else was connected, but we know that rich, powerful elites were stopping those journalists. People in power had every single incentive to make sure that victims.
Yo, Dusty, while you was gone, a lot has happened too. Payne lost his page forever, indefinitely. He got banned from YouTube. I would have to hit you in the email, or when the show is over, if you want, we could talk in the background, but that shit is crazy. That's why whenever you get a chance, make sure any and everybody that was subscribed to Payne, they need to come on over here and subscribe to Smoked Out Society. This is now officially the new home of the Rico Squad. I'm basically last man standing, if you really want to call it. Yeah, this shit is crazy, bro. Yes, Dusty. Both of them, bro, on some wild shit, bro. And I think they struck one of Talk to Ish Just page. They tried to get me too, bro. They tried to. Yes, sir. Shit is crazy. Let's see I think this was a permanent ban, though. I think that's what it is. I think this shit is like a permanent ban or some crazy shit like that. But it is what it is right now. I just gotta, I gotta keep this shit going. We the hardest in the whole yard. Right now, this is the new home of the Rico Squad, Smoked Out Society. I appreciate everybody that's been coming through and been showing love. I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna build this channel and let's keep it moving, man. My goal, I said right now, I don't even know how many. I'm at 100 and what? I think I'm like at 173, 174. Just trying to get to 180, folks. Piece by piece. 180. That's all I'm looking for right now. And then when we get to 180, we'll talk about what's next. But let's keep it moving with this video because this shit is wild, bro. Check out these flight logs.
Never had their voice heard. It's important to point out the Epstein survivors haven't just been trying for the past year or so. Multiple administrations, multiple judges, and multiple states have let them down. Now, no one has let them down as much as this current administration, which is very clearly playing just a different game here. The Trump administration is trying to hide these files, redact these files, and Trump throws a damn near meltdown every time he's asked about Jeffrey Epstein. So this administration is perpetrating a cover-up worse than Watergate in size, scope, and scale, and we need to be very clear about that. But it's also worth pointing out these women have been trying to have their voice heard for a while. It's been a while. So this brings us to 2019 and reporter Julie K. Brown, just to lay the groundwork. Miami Herald investigative journalist Julie K. Brown, whose 2018 reporting essentially reopened the Jeffrey Epstein case, essentially blew it back open, wants to know why her flight information is in the Epstein files. Quote, does somebody at the DOJ want to tell me why my American Airlines booking information?
That's exactly what we're going to do. And let's keep it with that. Let's go, people. Let's get back to it and let's listen. This shit is wild. Rewind a little bit. So I said some shit.
Epstein case essentially blew it back open, wants to know why her flight information is in the Epstein files. Quote, does somebody at the DOJ want to tell me why my American Airlines booking information and flights in July 2019 are a part of the Epstein files? Just think about this. Julie K. Brown posts American Airlines 2019 flight logs. In order for these flight logs to be a part of the Epstein files attached to a grand jury subpoena,
Eve to me is basically
Come on,
freedom.
fuck up
It's
the
a
movie.
giant open universe where
that means investigators must have been using this information. The government must have been getting this information and using it somehow. Quote, does somebody at the DOJ want to tell me why my American Airlines booking information and flights in July of 2019 are part of the Epstein files attached to a grand jury subpoena, as the flight itinerary includes my maiden name, and I did book this flight. Why was the DOJ monitoring me, she asks. Then KT, Special MI6 Operations, says, what the actual F? Trump had reporter Julie K. Brown for the Miami Herald investigations team under surveillance in 2019 because she broke the Epstein story and kept on digging. Obviously too hard for Trump.
And for those that don't know, when he means she broke the Epstein story, let me give you guys a quick reminder what this is talking about. Remember, in 2020, when Trump left the White House, that he was no longer the president, and he booked it to Mar-a-Lago. Remember, the FBI was sent to Mar-a-Lago and to certain people in Trump's administration from that time's homes to gather information that they had took with them that they were not supposed to. It has then been surfaced that the information that they had took was pertaining to certain Jeffrey Epstein file. Like these niggas in that time were already trying to scrub the Jeffrey Epstein situation. People were already onto them. But what happened was by the time they caught wind of what the fuck Trump was doing, he was leaving the White House. It was already the ending of 2019 going into 2020. He was about to be out. He was gone. So these people that were doing investigations, as you could see, were being watched and everything. They knew they were out the door because he already knew he was going to fucking lose. You know what I'm saying? So these niggas, that's what that has to do with. This is all corresponding to that.
Trump, who wanted to know what she was up to. Trump is a dirty little spy. To continue, I expect my name to be in the Epstein files since the Miami Herald published a series, Perversion of Justice, Brown said on her Substack. So she said, my name being in there wasn't a surprise. She was very, very embedded in this investigation. She lived in Miami, worked in Miami, and reported in Miami at the time. So her name being in there wasn't weird, but she says, what I didn't expect to see was an American Airlines flight record from 2019 with my full name on them, including my maiden name, which I don't use professionally. It's an unusual name, so it's clear to me. The released flight logs occurred during the first Trump admin around the time of Epstein's arrest, which begs the question, Why were they following the reporter who was instrumental in putting Epstein's crimes back in the public eye? The wild thing is, if we should be focused on anybody's flight logs or flight records, it's Donald Trump himself. I want to talk about the new connection between Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein's flights, but let's continue wrapping up this story. Amber Speaks Up says, why is the government tracking journalist Julie Brown? Over a decade ago, she came closer than most to exposing Epstein's network, largely because she maintained professional boundaries that kept her outside his vortex of influence and control. Unlike people like Steve Bannon, who wasn't even doing reporting. I'm pretty sure he just enjoyed being friends with Epstein for a while. Ask yourself why the Department of Justice would track her, says Amber Speaks Up. Well, maybe because Trump's DOJ knew that there was a lot to be uncovered. This says, breaking, more Epstein files have been released. In a January 2020 internal email, an assistant U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York wrote that flight records showed, quote, Donald Trump traveled on Epstein's private jet many more times than previously reported, or that we were aware, including during the period we would expect to charge in a Maxwell case. Again, quote, for your situational awareness, writes one assistant U.S. attorney in the Southern District of New York. They said, for your situational awareness, we wanted to let you know that the flight records we received yesterday reflect that Donald Trump traveled on Epstein's private jet many more times than previously had been reported, or that we were aware, including during a period we would expect to charge in a Maxwell case. In particular, he is listed as a passenger on at least 8 flights between 1993 and 1996, including at least 4 flights on which Maxwell was also present. He is listed as...
Guys, did you just hear what he just said? Didn't Ghislaine Maxwell say that she never saw Donald Trump ever fly on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? Didn't Donald Trump said he never flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane? He said he ain't never been to Epstein Island. We know that's a motherfucking lie. Come on now, man. What's going on here? Bro, these motherfuckers killed Jeffrey Epstein, bro. I'm telling you. And they probably trying to take out Ghislaine Maxwell right now. No bullshit. This dude is doing nothing. He's lying his ass off, bro. This is crazy.
Having traveled with, among others, and at various times, Marla Maples, his daughter Tiffany, and his son Eric. On one flight in 1993, he and Epstein are the only 2 listed passengers. On another, the only 3 passengers are Epstein, Trump, and then 20-year-old blank, maybe Virginia Giuffre, I don't want to speculate. On 2 other...
Why is there a 20-year-old on a plane with 2 grown-ass men? Has to be a victim because her name is blacked out.
Flights. 2 of the passengers, respectively, were women that would be possible witnesses in a Maxwell case. Guys, this is massive. This is beyond massive. This is in 4K what the Trump admin has been trying to cover up, trying to hide. And we have dozens and dozens of emails mentioning Trump in an unfavorable way, yet the average American or the average Trump supporter doesn't care. Again, they just put their hands over their eyes and they act like it doesn't exist whatsoever. Well, on the Adam Mockler channel, we're going to continue to relentlessly cover this. So make sure you drop a like and make sure you're subscribed below. To continue, Micah Irfan points out, Trump's name appears in Epstein's flight log 7 different times, by the way. This is Trump saying, I was never on Epstein's plane or his stupid island. This wasn't even his most recent one. This is from back in July, but he just made a Christmas post that was equally as angry and weird. Debating Hip Hop says, they just released a bunch of Epstein files, and I scrolled through a flight log for 5 minutes and found Donald Trump in there 5 different times. I wonder why Trump was so worried about all of this coming out that he was reportedly tracking a journalist back in 2019.
Wow.
Every single act of creepy, eerie authoritarianism coming from this current administration is an attempt to consolidate power because they know they have betrayed the American people. They have betrayed the American people on food prices. That's why they hide the economic data and act like the economy is completely fine when it's not. They betrayed the American people on the Epstein files. That's why there's not just a lack of transparency. They're like, what do you call it when you redact everything? They're just blacking everything out. tracking journalists. This is some crazy mafia shit. When it comes to Trump's health, we're very clearly not in the know. This is the least transparent administration ever, and it's obvious why. If they can suppress the press, if they can stop universities from churning out smart, critically thinking, engaged students, if they can stop any sort of transparency from the media, the press, students, activists, then they can continue to consolidate power. That is their goal. That is what we have to stop. If you want to help us in this mission to stop it, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the Adam Mockler feed. Keep pushing back. Keep your eye on the ball. Stay focused on the truth. I love you all, and peace out.
Let me tell you something, Gemma. By the way, what's up, love? Once again, they're trying to cover this shit up hard body because, yo, in my gut, I'm telling you, and I think a lot of you guys are going to agree with me. In my gut, I think Donald Trump, Bill Barr, and two other unnamed assailants has something to do with motherfucking Jeffrey Epstein's supposed suicide. They killed that man, bro. I had a show the other night, and I showed y'all that now Ghislaine Maxwell is fearing for her life. She doesn't even want to talk to Donald Trump or his peoples anymore. Now she's ready to talk to the senators and the governor because she know they're going to take her out, bro. She's already feeling it. She can smell that shit coming. And I find that shit suspect too, Gemma. Virginia Dufresne's death, that suicide, that's crazy, man. It's funny how anybody that has anything to do with this Trump shit or these Epstein files is committing suicide. I call bullshit where I see it. I ain't trying to be insensitive. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But real shit, I call bullshit where I see it. All these people committing suicide that got something to do with this wild shit. That's suspect to me. That is absolutely fucking suspect. I'm going to keep it real. Prince, yeah, they summoned, he ain't coming back to the U.S. That motherfucker ain't coming back here. Hell no. You see, he lost everything. He lost everything. Got kicked out the royal family, everything. For sleeping with that young lady. They got proof and all that. That's crazy because somebody else here. Yeah, that's the shit from earlier. I think I played this earlier about him getting caught. I'm spying on a fucking thing. Somebody else had reported it too. Yeah, I know it's a U.S. court case, but they're not gonna be able to extradite him. If they try that, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. Even if they try to extradite him or some craziness like that, it won't work. They won't be able to get him to come out here. Yeah, it just won't happen. Yeah, this Midas Touch. Midas Touch is talking about the same thing we just saw on Adam Mockler. They are now reporting it. Like this shit is spreading like wildfire. That this motherfucker was spying on reporters and everything back in 2019. So that shit is spreading like wildfire. Dusty Puerto Rican said, "Let us not forget about the cops who was locked up for murder. Happened to be Epstein's cellmate. Has totally disappeared." Yeah, that's another thing I mentioned too. Oh, okay. That changes everything then, Gemma. If you would have started with that, I would have kept my mouth shut. So King Charles himself has apparently signed the document for him to go? Oh, then if that has been done, then yeah, he's about to be extradited to the United States. And he's about to, let me tell you something. This dude is going to say any and everything he knows, and they're going to put him back on a plane, back to the UK. Trust me. That's the reason why they're going to have him come in. He's not trying to be in no American jail or nothing like that. Hell nah. I'm telling you. As soon as he gets to the United States, they're going to take, I'm telling you, it just, man. That's wild crazy. That is actually wild fucking crazy. So Biden's touch was reported as safe. Oh, no, something did happen to him. Okay. Yep. Hold on, let's bring this up. Oh, this just got reported 37 minutes ago. This just came out 37 minutes ago. Something about Trump. What the fuck?
It's really not looking good for Donald. He's deteriorating before our eyes. During that disaster meeting he had with Zelensky yesterday, not only was Donald Trump looking cognitively addled, not only was this entire thing a mess, but it looked like both of his hands now had that same rot. Both of his hands looked like they were discolored, and he was trying to hide both of them, but he couldn't hide both of his hands. Now, we know that his right hand had been seriously discolored. They've been putting a lot of makeup on it. It went from looking almost like this bluish, kind of purplish color to they just slap makeup over it right now. And then you now have the left one looking discolored as well. And a lot of people are speculating. And again, I'm just expressing to you my opinion speech as protected by the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. But could it be that he was getting IV infusions of some sort in the right hand and that vein no longer is good? So they're now going into the left hand to try to find a vein after they were previously going into the arm, for example. And so lots of people are taking a look at this, and you look at what the account Derek Guy posted right here. You zoom in, he zoomed in right here, and this is from yesterday. There seems to be a small hole at the site of the discoloration. You see that small hole right there? It's actually pretty apparent. This on the other hand right now, and there's probably holes on the other hand that was discolored as well. And this would seem to suggest those who are having that opinion that are there IV infusions, are there IVs going in? It at least lends some additional data points for those who express that opinion, right? And everybody's entitled to their own opinions right here. Like Congresswoman Calmager Dove, and her opinion that she expressed is the following, and she just put this out there. And again, opinion, speculation, everybody's entitled to that right under the First Amendment. So I'll make that clear. Here's what she said. She goes, the Alzheimer's drug Leqembi is administered through an infusion. For example, through the hand. It can cause swelling, bleeding, or fluid leakage in the brain, requiring regular MRI.
You guys remember about a good weekend? No, it's been about a month. Yeah. I did a show about this, and I told you guys about a month ago about this, that supposedly it had leaked that they were using experimental drugs on this motherfucker, bro. They were using this new experimental drug on him to help with Alzheimer's disease, to stop the fucking the symptoms, to slow it down. Once again, look at what look at what fucking the Midas Touch is now reported. I'm telling you, man, I be on this shit, bro. I be searching the net looking for this crazy shit. Yo, you got to find this shit, bro. And you got to put the pieces together. Look at this. I told you guys this about a month ago. They're fucking experimenting on this dude, bro. This nigga's a walking fucking zombie right now. Donald Trump is a walking fucking zombie. They're experimenting on him. I told you guys this a month ago, man. He was talking some crazy shit like that and everything. Like some wild shit like that. Yeah, Gemma, he was. And I did a show about it, and I said that they were using him as a fucking guinea pig. I'm telling you.
And we know that Donald Trump's excuse about getting an abdominal preventative MRI is BS. There's no such thing as preventative abdominal MRIs. To the extent you were...
The MRI is for the brain. Why? Because this supposed trial drug that he was taking has the possibility of causing brain bleeding. And the only way to see if you have brain bleeding is by having a fucking MRI. Not for your stomach or nothing like that. And I told y'all that shit before because I knew that type of information already from when I was working at New York Presbyterian Hospital. Get out of here.
Going to get a preventative MRI, it would be full body, but people don't get preventative MRIs. It would be of the brain as well. And the fact that the Trump regime is covering up the MRIs, the way they're covering up the Epstein files, the way they're covering up the killing of the survivors of the boat strike after engaging in the other crimes against humanity, I mean, tells you a lot. I did a deep dive into this. And so here's the hand of a Leqembi patient right here. This is how it would be administered, Leqembi, this Alzheimer's drug. Here's another image of the individual getting the Leqembi administered. There's a photo of Donald Trump's hand right there. I want to share this with you as well, because I was doing some deep dives into Leqembi. Take a look right here, Alzheimer's treatments. There's Leqembi, Leqembi. Then there's Kisunla, Kisunla. And the way these Alzheimer treatments work is they're supposed to remove the amyloid plaques in the brain, which is identified as some of the triggers of Alzheimer's. We know that Donald Trump's father, Fred, suffered from Alzheimer's and eventually died. It came on rapidly and it progressed. And one of the things that they did with Fred is this has been reported before, Donald Trump's dad, is they tried to create environments that made him feel like he was working, but in fact, they would just create almost like a fake office setting for him. Let me just share this with you. This was from a recent Fox 5 report on the Alzheimer's treatment, Leqembi. Here's how somebody was getting the medication administered. And it stood out to me. Here, play this clip.
Davis's story of how she ended up in this Emory video, one of the first patients at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta to receive an infusion of the recently FDA-approved Alzheimer's drug Leqembi, begins last summer back home in Pensacola, Florida, with a pretty brutal diagnosis from a local neurologist Davis went to see after experiencing some memory problems.
The brain scan or whatever they did at West Florida Hospital, they gave that to the doctor and he told me to get your affairs in order.
So that's Leqembi. I'll show you Kisunla right now, or Kisunla. Here, play.
You know what the doctor told her to get her affairs in order. Jesus.
This clip, yeah, Kisunla. Sorry, here, play this clip right here.
Living with Alzheimer's disease.
I start going open my refrigerator, and when I open the door, I said, "What am I here for?"
Forgetting things every few minutes.
Fucking commercials, man. Sorry about that.
It's hard, very hard.
That's day-to-day life, but it all may change now with Kisunla. This drug getting FDA approval. Dr. W. Jamie Plant is a neurologist here.
It's a medication that is delivered once a month, targets the amyloid plaque in patients that have Alzheimer's disease, and breaks it down and eliminates it.
Yeah, and here is let's just hear from some of the Trump family members. Here's what Donald Trump's nephew, Fred Trump, had to say about him, and Fred Trump recognizing that Trump's father, Fred Trump, had these issues. Here's what Fred Trump had to say recently. Here, play this clip.
I know what I saw in my grandfather. I know what I saw in Donald's older sister, my Aunt Marianne, who in the end, thank you for saying, I am not a doctor. I don't pretend to be. I know the warning signs from both of my grandfathers, what it is. Donald's cousin, John Walters, had dementia. It runs in the family. I'm not happy about it because guess what? I worry about it myself. You know, where's my glasses? Oh, on the top of my head now. I don't know, that may be Alzheimer's, but it runs in the family. He looks older, and I get it. I mean, I'm not saying anybody who is in that office looks different than when they come out. But the things he's spewing and the craziness, and he just can't stick to a message.
And let's take a listen to what Mary Trump had to say about Trump's cognitive issues. Here, play this clip.
Concerns over Donald's physical and mental decline are mounting, even among Republicans. Donald is 79 years old and a deeply unhealthy person. His father had a very serious case of Alzheimer's that went on for about 15 years. Every day, Donald seems increasingly feeble and unable to focus. Even the New York Times is starting to catch on to this. And as he weakens, so too does his hold over the Republican Party. On November 19th, journalist Amanda Marcotte speculated in an article that it was Donald's MRI that spurred GOP House members to reverse their stance on the vote to force the release of the Epstein files. She wrote, quote, "The White House continues to deny there are problems with Donald's health. But since they lie about everything, those words mean less than nothing. The public evidence that the 79-year-old Donald is not doing well is hard for even the most diehard MAGA types to ignore," unquote. Recently, according to the Daily Beast, Donald accidentally boosted a post from an account literally called "Impeach Donald for a Third Time." Included was Senator Mark Kelly's message reminding service members they can be constitutionally obligated to refuse legal orders. In other words, Donald promoted calls for him to be removed from office. It's another day proving the obvious. Donald cannot tell his allies from his enemies, his days from his nights, or his own propaganda from uncomfortable truths about his failures.
Now, look, I think this was on full display during.
Damn! When your family is frying the shit out of you like this, that's crazy, bro. That's Donald Trump's own fucking family.
This press conference that Donald Trump had with Zelensky. I mean, just listen to Donald Trump's speech pattern right here. Donald Trump, while he's doing his press conference in Mar-a-Lago with Zelensky, he starts whining about the 2020 election.
A madman, shit. This motherfucker wild and Dusty. Yo, Dusty, I don't know if you caught the show earlier. I'm telling you right now, bro. That's why wifey is fucking pissed the fuck off. Bro, come the 31st of January, the government's gonna shut down again. Ain't nobody getting no tax returns. We not, bro, I'm not even rushing this shit to fucking file my taxes. And I told her that shit too. I said, I don't even care. I'm not rushing to file my taxes. Why? The government's gonna shut down on the 31st. That nigga's not gonna open up the government again, bro. You know when they probably open the government up again, yo? In fucking November, when if and when they win the House and the Senate and they can get this nigga fuck out of there, bro. If they open up the government after the 31st, and that's because the fucking Republicans have totally 100% abandoned this motherfucker. And the wild shit about it is I don't think they have. Why? Because your boy Mike Johnson went ahead and he sent all the Republicans home for the holidays. So if you sent them home for the holidays, school is on what? When is school? School is Monday, right? School is next Monday. Next Monday will possibly be what? The first? Is it the first? No. It's 29th. Yeah, Monday would be no, it wouldn't be Monday the 1st. Thursday is the fucking 1st. Well, anyway you put it, they'll go back to school on that. This shit is crazy, bro. It just will be done. We have to give the kids money again for them to buy food out here in school or to pay for their lunch in school again because the government will be shut down, so schools won't be able to provide food for the kids. Remember, that's what they did before. No more food stamps, no more EBT, no more stipends, no more Section 8. Nobody's getting paid in TSA. Nobody's getting paid in the military. Who else? There's going to be looting, stealing, and rampaging throughout the whole fucking streets, bro. I'm telling you right now. That's what we're going to have. We're going to have this fucking country on fire because of some orange taco tip motherfucker. That's what I said, bro. I'm telling you, this orange taco tip bitch motherfucker is trying to destroy the country. And you know why he's probably even mad? Because when he just shut it down the last time and he broke the record for shutdown, yo, we kept it together, bro. Nobody went out there rioted. Nobody went and fought. Nobody did nothing stupid, bro. Niggas knew he was trying to set people up. What do you say, Gemma? The autism community are still against Trump after him claiming he can cure autism. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. In fact, that's a whole fact. That is a whole fact. Yes, it is, Miss Gemma. That dude is certified, bro. He is 100% fucking certified. The sad thing, okay, Dusty says, the sad thing is we have the money to feed everyone and to give people proper health care. Yeah, like I said, how the fuck is, yo, check it out. I got a question for somebody here. Maybe somebody can help me. Maybe Gemma might know the answer to this. How does Canada offer free health insurance? Like, how do they offer free health insurance? Who's paying the doctors? You know what I'm saying? Like, in Canada, they don't pay for health insurance. Health insurance is free. Does anybody here know how the fuck that's happening? Because if Canada can do it, and they're nowhere as powerful as rich as us, why the fuck are we struggling? That's crazy.
He says Russia, Russia, Russia. I mean, the speech pattern here is just completely and utterly deranged. Here, play this clip.
And a lot of very brave people, a lot of people that are dead right now, unfortunately, because I've said, and nobody's disputed it, that if the election weren't rigged and stolen, 2020, you wouldn't have had this war, would have never happened. And it didn't happen for 4 years, never was even thought to happen. And I spoke with President Putin. I got along with him very well, despite the Russia, Russia, Russia hoax, which was a total hoax. He used to say, what is going on over there? But it was a total hoax, as he knew and as I knew. But I spoke to him and would talk about Ukraine. I've said it before. It was the apple of his eye, but he wasn't going to do anything about it. He didn't do anything about it until I was gone. And then a lot of really bad statements were made by people, by a lot of people, I guess, but by a certain president that we had who was a disaster. Yes.
And then here, Donald Trump basically sent out the press and asked them if they want food, and then talked about, oh, if I give you food, am I going to be bribing you? I mean, what the hell is he talking about here? Here, play this clip.
Let me respawn in Rome, please. Yes.
Our city currently has a population of 9. A farmer? I definitely need you. Aha! We have 21 now.
I can't.
I gotta build a house.
Sorry about that. I went to the bathroom.
Are you okay? Is everyone fine? Margot, if you would, I think you could sit outside. And
He started throwing the reporters out, telling them to sit outside, bro. This dude is wild. Gemma said, what? Hold on. Yeah, I need to hear this. I'm not in Canada. I'm in the UK, but we pay for our health care through our taxes. Or for people like me who are disabled, we get free health care. Well, damn, that's a lot better than the fuck we got over here. The United States don't give a fuck if you disabled and shit like that. They still be charging for shit like that. Shit is wild crazy, bro. That's what I said, man. Canada has that shit is crazy. But yeah, listen to this motherfucker. Like how he talking to the people, bro.
Food. Would you like to have food, or do you consider that a bribe? And therefore you cannot write honestly, or therefore you have to write a bad story. Okay, because if you'd like, would you like something to eat at this time? Yes or no? You can speak. Yes, sir. Yes? Okay. Margot, take them outside, tell the chef, serve them a little lunch. Okay?
Thank you, Press. Thank you, Press. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Yo,
Thank you, Press. Thank you, Press.
That should guarantee good stories, but it won't. They'll only get worse.
Bro. Who the fuck does this man think he is, yo? So I'm very lucky I've not had to pay for any medical treatment for the last 13 years. That's understandable, and that's a blessing. That's definitely a blessing. Yo, this dude is wilding, bro. Look at the way Zelensky's looking at him like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Look at these people, they laughing at Trump. They're like, yo, what's wrong with this man, yo?
So I was.
How much time, money, and energy have you spent on health, wellness, and beauty products to look and feel younger and healthier? If you're like me, probably too much. Now, I'm so excited to share with you guys, and as a key to healthy aging, patent comes in a code MIDAS.
Okay.
John Gartner talks about the Montreal cognitive exam that Trump keeps saying he takes, the MOCA. Again, people don't take this cognitive exam unless you have serious issues. This is not like a fun exam that people just take. This is what Dr. Gartner said about the MOCA exams. Here, play this clip.
What happens with people who get dementia, when it starts to get to this point, the progress starts to catch up. It starts to get faster and faster. So finally, at some point, they really fall off a cognitive cliff. You know, he kind of gave the game away again, as he often does. He said, you know, the MOCA, that screening, I've passed it now 3 times in front of a whole bunch of doctors. Well, you could maybe justify giving someone the MOCA once, just on their age, just as part of a physical. If you're giving it to him 3 times, that means you're not assessing dementia. That means you're monitoring dementia.
Yeah, basically, that nigga already got it. There ain't nothing they can do. Whatever medication they giving him ain't gonna work.
Because if you keep feeling like, no, he's still got the symptoms, we've got to see how bad he's doing now. Oh, we got to check again, see how bad he's doing now. I think they're giving him cognitive tests and MRIs every 6 months to monitor the progress of his dementia and or strokes.
Oh, goodness.
And here's what Dr. Vin Gupta from the Midas Touch Network, who leads Midas Health, had to say.
Gemma's Journey Grace says, yeah, in the UK, if you are thought to have dementia, you're given an MRI and then offered treatment or offered hospice or care home. If so, oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, they do that out here. They have home health aides and stuff out here too. I don't know about the switching and stuff like that.
Hey, let me share this with you. Play this clip.
So number one, advanced imaging, you do not get out of nowhere just an MRI of your torso, your chest, and your abdomen, and present those results from the White House physician and act as though that's a normal screening tool. There are some that believe that a full body MRI in this day and age, if you can afford it, is appropriate to do. Reasonable people can disagree. If that's what actually he did, then present the results of the full body MRI. But there's no reason whatsoever, especially if they're saying he's the chief executive of the United States, just to limit it to the MRI of the chest and the abdomen. Nonsensical. Number two, at the Montreal cognitive assessment, this tool to assess whether or not you have early signs of dementia through understanding whether or not you can recall 4 words, very basic type of test. This is not something that you repeat frequently unless there's a neurologic reason to do so. If there was a neurologic reason to do so, fine. In certain cases, you repeat the test. But if you're otherwise claiming to be normal, you're not repeating the Montreal cognitive assessment as often as he's claiming to do it, as though that's some sort of flex here. It's not. And I think he's being misdirected, or he's just reading something and is being misinformed by himself. And then 3, lastly, just the fact that how he presents himself, whether it's the hand, is there something happening with that hand? Is there an IV there that they're trying to cover up? His pressurized, rambling, incoherent speech, when you take it all together, reasonable people are asking reasonable questions. These are not political questions. These are basic medical questions that if they had a doctor that was not trying to editorialize and actually just present the facts, these would be reasonable questions to get answers to, and yet we're not saying that.
And here is what Michael Wolff, Trump's former biographer, who's got a
What's good? Our society prodigy in the building. What's good, brother? What's good? Yo, I agree with you, Dusty. Elias, I agree with you. I agree. We should. This shit is crazy, bro. Everything is about to skyrocket through the roof. Everything's gonna double up. Like, this shit is crazy. I'm telling you, man. And that's what you don't understand. That's not the only thing, you know. The medical coverage is gonna die on the 31st too. So anything you was paying for is probably gonna go double and quadruple. This shit is the fact that they letting this motherfucker do that is crazy. Bro, that's a fact. That's the way I be feeling sometimes. I wish I had some family in Canada too. I heard weed up there is God's gift. Let's go. Weed and free medical? Shit, we doing good. Only thing is always fucking cold up there. That's the downfall.
A lot of great sourcing. Here he talks about Trump's disinhibited or uninhibited behavior, which is a sign and symptom. Again, I'm expressing an opinion. I don't know one way or the other whether Donald Trump has this or not, but disinhibition, uninhibited behavior is a sign. Here, play this clip right here.
We talked about the very peculiar statement he put out after Rob Reiner, after Rob Reiner's death, where he blamed Rob Reiner's Trump derangement.
Well, that's not even. It was not just peculiar. It was deranged.
It was deranged. I mean,
nobody would do that. That's not going to be good for. Certainly, it's not going to be good for Donald Trump. It didn't even make sense. It's just it's a problem with reflex control. And, so it's back to that Susie Wiles said in her interview with Vanity Fair that it was like dealing with an alcoholic. And she got a lot of, this was like everybody went, whoa. Now, that's a common, it's a common usage in the White House. And it's a usage that he almost seems proud of. And I think the rationale is he doesn't drink. Everybody knows he doesn't drink, and he really doesn't drink. So therefore, it's not. It's
not an alcoholic personality.
It's a compliment to being compared to an alcoholic. I don't quite get the logic inside Trump's head on that. But Susie Wiles might have just as well said it's like dealing with a dementia patient. I mean, it is the same thing. And because he doesn't drink, it is probably.
You'll have all them Dominicans get extradited to their country. They go to Canada and they said it's the same as New York but better. Yo, I've heard shit is beautiful out there too. Baby girl Wendy the General, what's good, mama? Definitely. What did you say, Gemma? What is Trump comparing dementia patients to an alcoholic? Like, what the fuck? I'm telling you, that shit is crazy, bro. You can't listen to nothing this motherfucker says. Oh, Dusty said, Joe Elias is sad because our taxes should be coming back to us, but they can, you know what I'm saying? Let's the fuck out of here. Just cheating, you know, this people, man.
Closer to that. I mean, he in which he has his the aspects of his uninhibited
Wendy.
The uninhibited aspects of his personality. And that might be like it's like anger or self-pity or in his case or in other racism for some people become increasingly more uninhibited, and that seems to be what's going on. He opens his mouth and you go, this is a problem.
Listen to this crazy shit, man.
Yeah, and Dr. Gardner also talks about how people within.
Happy New Year's, baby girl Wendy. Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. This shit is crazy, man. This shit is wild, bro. This shit is wild. This nigga, not only are they fucking letting this nigga do, so now we got a dementia crazed motherfucking racist orange taco tip motherfucker in the White House. He's fucking basically rotten. They're fucking putting experimental drugs on this nigga. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. This shit can't be real, bro. This shit can't be real. No fucking way, man. There's no fucking way, man. This shit really cannot be real. Come on, man. What's that rapper? Come on, man. Come on. Like, get out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. This shit don't make no fucking sense, man. I don't know. I think I covered this already. Damn, niggas is getting the info late. Let me find out. I'll stop putting self-promotion here. Trying to find something to show y'all real quick. Let me see. Let's see. Gemma's journey say, well, if Trump's hands are as bad as they are suggesting, I would suggest he gets some real bad problems. He looks like a dead man walking. Bro, I would not be shocked if Trump didn't have these 34 felonies and they wasn't waiting to grab his ass. Trump probably would have retired and said, I'm not doing this no more. This shit crazy. You get in that White House, bro, and that shit eats you a fucking alive, bro. That shit truly, truly eats you alive in there. That's waking up every day to fucking fighting, bickering, fighting. This shit is crazy. Check this out. Hold on a second. Who's this? No, that's not. No, is it? Hold on a second. Does this just come through? Let me just come through this all. Yeah, this shit crazy, bro. Tell you, there's no fucking return for this man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate y'all, yo. I truly, truly appreciate y'all. What the fuck is this right here? Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to play something to see what it is. He's Lord Pam Bondi might have gotten screwed up in something again. Wow. Okay, yeah, they wild, and this broad just went nuclear. Hold on, let me show y'all this. This is Pam Bondi, y'all, getting grilled. She's getting fucking grilled for everything that she's been doing under Donald Trump's command. She getting fried right now. We're gonna go ahead and close the chat out. Check this out.
Whose decision was it to end this investigation?
I have answered that question multiple times, yet you didn't have the courtesy to be sitting in here for the hearing. I'm not going to answer it again. And I find it interesting that you want order in this proceeding now. Excuse me, Senator.
Then
You
I'll
want
ask a
order in this
follow-up question.
proceeding
Mr.
now.
Chairman, order,
You sure
please.
didn't
I'll
have
ask a
order when
follow-up
you
question.
stormed Secretary Nome
Mr. Chairman,
at a press conference in
Chairman, order,
California,
please.
did you?
I will ask a follow-up question. Would you commit to either releasing the tape or at least making it available for members of this committee to review, yes or no?
Senator, you have not been sitting in here this entire hearing. I've answered the question, and I also want to tell you that our ATF agents have seized 25,000 illegal firearms.
So we will try again and move on to a different
in your
topic.
home state. We are prosecuting
Chairman,
illegal
order,
aliens
please.
who have
Mr.
raped and
Chairman,
murdered young
order, please.
girls.
Thank you. So when I haven't been in this hearing, I've been watching from my office, monitoring the entire hearing, just so everybody is aware. But since I'm not getting answers to my questions, I'll try to ask one last subject area.
Nigga, you ain't gonna get no answer.
Again, there's been increasing concerns about the politicized decision-making and the erosion of internal safeguards that protect prosecutorial independence. Before we even get into the integrity and independence of prosecutions, you have to ask the question about the independence and integrity of investigations themselves. The director of the FBI, Director Patel, was here before us just a few weeks ago. Attorney General Bondi, you are the Attorney General of the United States. Director Patel reports to you. Do you believe he's doing a good job, yes or no?
I believe Director Patel is doing a great job. You know where he is right now, Senator Padilla? Right now, you asked me a question.
Yes,
Director
I know
Patel
where he
right
is,
now
and I know
is
where
in
he's
Chicago,
headed because you said it
Senator
earlier
Durbin,
in the hearing.
fighting to keep
You've said
Chicago
it earlier in the hearing, and yes, I have been.
You know, you want order in here now, yet you stormed the Director of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem. You sure didn't have order that day, did you, Senator?
Attorney General, you are under oath. I did not storm the secretary, the video.
Oh, that was
makes
on
that very
video. That
clear.
video has been released, I believe, very public.
Mr. Chairman, recent actions raise serious concerns about Director Patel's judgment and politicization, including lawsuits from former FBI officials alleging retaliatory firings and his decision to cut off longstanding partnerships with civil rights organizations and his decision to fire an FBI agent for refusing to engage in a, quote, perp walk of James Comey. And on top of all that, his
That's why they fired his daughter. There you go. They fired his daughter because they knew she wasn't gonna play fucking ball with them. She was gonna expose everything, and they made up some wild ass allegations against her and never showed up. And that whole case against Comey got thrown out, his daughter. She was the lead investigation and all this shit, and she was about to put a boom on them, and they fired her ass over some fuckboy bullshit, which she proved.
Prematurely claiming that subjects were in custody after the shooting of Charlie Kirk. I take Attorney General Bondi's endorsement today of his work as her support for those actions. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
May I respond, Senator Chairman?
Yes.
Under Director Patel, 23,000 violent criminals have been arrested, a 91% increase over last year. More than 1,500 child predators have been arrested.
She lying.
We are making cases in your jurisdiction constantly in California, and I wish you would care about those cases. We have disrupted 1,600 gangs and criminal enterprises. 1,600 gangs within this country. Tell and the great of the FBI.
Senator, thank you, Chairman. How are you today, Attorney General? It's good to see you.
Have a rough voice.
I have to say, I am struck by the degree of arguments. It really is. I mean, I'm used to sort of little debates and arguing in court and all those sorts of things, but to hear the other side of the dais talk about weaponization is truly shocking, given what we know now. And I thought what I might do is just tell a story, and these are 100% facts. Hillary Clinton, concerned about her email, works with a Soros organization up this nonsense. And they running against Hillary Clinton. He gets elected. They continue the operation, and they launder this intelligence into stuff that was meant to by the FBI and the CIA to sideline a presidency, a duly elected president of the United States of America, to sideline it. And continue. Some people on this committee further that nonsense for 4 years. And then the FBI is involved with pre-bunking the Hunter Biden laptop story because they didn't want him to get elected again. So they pre-bunked the Hunter Biden laptop story. The American people should have been allowed to make their own judgments from that. They weren't. Because the FBI they were every week telling them laptop. They knew they verified November of 2019. They was real and it was his.
That nigga was talking so much shit that the fucking YouTube basically froze his ass. Yo, get out of here, bro. This nigga's fucking, yo, these dudes is fucking done, bro. They done. Plain and simple. At the end of the day, man, I'm scared because, like I said, my wife, she's a federal officer, and this shit is not gonna end well. And I see next year coming, a lot of us are gonna be mad. No income tax returns. This dude is really about to set this country back. He's gonna fuck us all over. And I ain't trying to be a party poop or a dick or nothing like that. It's just the facts are facts, man. Oh shit. The facts are facts. And that's exactly what's gonna happen, yo. When it's all fucking said and done, we're gonna be in a world of shit, man. Simple as that. I want to take this time right now. Shout out to fucking Dom, 134 Harlem. Shout out to fucking Joe Elias, Prison Chess, Hershey's the Entertainer, Gemma's Journey, Tara Sanchez, Chaos Truth, Joe Elias again. Oh, Dusty, I miss you, brother. Shit, I need you and I miss you, brother. Let's just put it out. Let's just put it there. I need each and every one of you motherfuckers, man. Y'all already know, man. This is Smoked Out Society, the new home of the motherfucking Rico Squad. I am Havoc 3E. I am the devil's advocate, and I am the problem child. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I got nothing but love for y'all. You know something else is going to come out, and if it does, I might just do another live and just jump on it. Whenever some new shit come out and I get these pings, I'm going to save it up, and that'll be the content for the evening. With that truly being said, shout out to everybody that came through today once again. Spread the word, share it out. I'm trying to get to 180 right now. That's all I'm trying to get to is 180. When we get to 180, we'll talk about whatever next. Shout out to Latin Pain, Big Irv, Talkie is Just. We on the motherfucking whole set. Rico Squad. We the hardest in the whole yard. Boricuas on the set. Smoked Out Society. We out.
Yo. You niggas talking shit. Got a lot to say on the gram, the YouTube. You know what I say though? Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Niggas talk shit, they don't even pop. I spill your whole shit, they gon' need a mop. You niggas mad puss, probably got the wild. I hit them up, I think I'm fucking pop. From the Bronx like a mud-hubber. Straight gutter, hot piece of butter. Puerto Rock brother that'll eat your mother. Get mad, call dad, you gon' need each other. My flow lethal, weapon, I'm D Glover, meat lover. Niggas talk like you all that, it's all cap. You don't bust gas, niggas all rap, I'm all fact. Check the rap sheet, niggas saw that I smack them with the Mac 4 rack, nigga, fall back. Don't press your luck. I'm from the slums, son, and my gun go buck. Y'all niggas talk shit, I'm like so fucking what? You puss. Yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Y'all niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm hotter than the sun, nigga. Bust your guns, my love, son. I'm big pun, nigga. See me with the Glock 4 out. You run, nigga. This for those yapping the gums, niggas. You dumb, nigga. Nigga, you stupid, my record ruthless. I bang on some snow shit. Don't make me prove it. Look at your life, nigga, useless. You ain't bout shit, I get the laugh when the two spit. I do this. Every bar is a felony. Go hard like dog in the yard, this pit energy. I bite, grip, shake, get you through each enemy. Don't want a nigga, let it be. Ain't shit, niggas telling me. So shut the fuck up, I'm all the way up, I'm an astronaut. Niggas talk shit, that's the life of a butt. I'm like, so what, nigga? Shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. 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 Ya niggas toto, yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Smoke